Ladies and gentlemen, just a few words from the Honourable Sopuka Temu, Member for Aba.
Thank you, Deputy Opposition Leader. Good afternoon, everybody. Our candidate, our alternate Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister Honorable Frida O'Neill, and my three colleagues, open members, being the mover of the motion to have chosen Sir Peter to be the alternate Prime Minister, I just have one thing to say. This is a national call. My About district needs a lot of things as well, and my people are calling me to go back and join the government. Because you need roads, you need this, like every member of parliament. But this is bigger than about call. This is a national call. It's not a fight against an individual called James Marape. It's a fight against the office of the Prime Minister, who is the chief executive officer of the country. We believe, and myself, I believe, that under the leadership, our country is heading the wrong direction. And therefore, being allowed by Section 45, we are always having the opportunity to say, let's question the Prime Minister who is leading the country. So as the mover of the motion, I'm calling upon every member of Parliament. I personally have talked to many of them in the government rank and file. Many of them complain about the current Prime Minister, but they are not moving. I'm appealing to them today. If you have told me, for example, that you are not happy with the Prime Minister, today is your turn to put the nation first.
Yes.
And your electorate second.
I'm not.
About needs a lot of improvement, and I have lots of criticism from my own citizens too. But this is a national call. It's of national importance. When the country is running the right direction under the right leader, everybody will benefit. Many citizens throughout the country are calling for a change. Why all yell pass? Online instability. It's time to humble and open your ears and listen to what the people are saying. And we have heard the cry. I strongly believe that in the national interest, we must change Prime Minister Marape. And I'm once again supporting our alternate Prime Minister, all the leaders of the opposition, that we, authorized by the Constitution, following the law, we want to protect the Constitution of the country. Supreme Court ruling against the private business committee is very, very clear. We want people to make sure that we are all law-abiding, including politicians, including the parliament, to be consistent with all the laws of the land. And my appeal is, this is a national call. National leaders must respond. And all the members of parliament, from provincial members to us open members, we are national leaders. We must respond to the national cry and change the leadership today. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to support the appeal to the members of Parliament on the other side, I'll say just a few words. I'll say this in Tokpisin. Time bibla kama member. Kalain belum bibla lo plus, or kirap nol magi bibla, gat bibla driman. Gat bibla driman, gat bibla tintin. Osam isla work member yang bakaran bibla change the development come to class. That's what time you can down most be. Isla olga tintin na driman bol people ne amosam gat bibla asking na compromise pasin bakama. Because it's like in politics and stuff in Israel. Politics where member, all man maki man, all got 3 man, na bell na tintin, all give a mandate. Mandate and big plus something to us. We don't have come na pamuke mandate la ya. That's all time people come liya na people lugum also man like a prime minister and make him na all member can all go underneath your leg lo this la prime minister. Now all lustindin also or one kind leader also this la prime minister come up leader. One kind power am holim people holim na people makim. Now member all come up daily no member all lustindin also or people blow all makim. This la in one black king na queen am running this la country na people stop. This is the independent state of Papua New Guinea.
Yeah.
Mibla stop and mibla leader blow people, mibla leader blow tribe, mibla papa blow place, mibla kat mumu place blow mibla, sin place blow mibla kam lea. Mibla talk all man sarem talk. Na mibla kam lea na mibla kam up mangina, mibla stop lab na mibla roll call. Now kirab na talk, this la member am stop or no gat? Yes, mister. No gat one man and boss blow mibla. All got this la 110 members of parliament now stop inside of parliament. Emolgata, emol boss or leader, people blow makimon nol come. Na disla mi blogara woglo lustindigo. Mi blano na stop na larim, or some old man will come up money man, na country bagara. Mi blano na looking or some police bagara. All got a man, all carry hayaka around, all running business, all make him the loan or damn bagara. Mi blama stintin, how will kill him or legally or picking in a bottle of vada. Or Roshi Barob picking in your barabi picking in your kill him. I suppose this land picking in you, but you make it one. This like something must talk me yourself. Prime Minister, am no fit lo running country. You mean not talk also tomorrow something about right? 6 plus Christmas come now go here, please. 6 plus Christmas. I'm come a Prime Minister of 2019 and now we just start 2025. Now 1 plus something innocence. This land must talk him you. They must talk him all a member. Please. Enough. Bless Bagra. Islamana no Saul one go can make am no fit no prime minister. Is it a sol you black and you black? Now mok lo senisim mama lo blomibla, come up in kangan lo na dislakaina, stop him all, sumatin lo make him all protest, stop him all man lo talk, stop him all man lo bong, stop him all man lo talk out na talk straight dislakain pasina, and you will come up on him can country. Name Lomania, James Morabe or name Lomania Adolf Hitler. This land free country, country blomibla, free country. So all this long member no line of staff almost looking. Now I'm last chance blood. Suppose this line no one a mibla opposition mibla staff no mibla looking. Am alright. This la prime minister mibla amba staff number current country going to 2027. Plus babagara. No symbols at all. Grounds of book brook logan number brook picks a backpack logan am sa backpack. Beginning the device a pundown logan number pundown. Passing blow man no sa change. Passing number staff it. So me look lo this la something na time you bla broken budget na you bla kirab na you bla game zero balance to swawe na you kirab na you put him na you publish him inside lo this la budget paper lo 2025 and you make him some like a no bla passing lo me na lo my people or people lo swawe simbutu you rouse him name lo me bla you bla no game PIB funds one can passing you bla make him lo he require the honorable member kidi do all people bla em some la nubla style na nubla passing lo come up in birwa na come up in some like a long type scale and pig walk you will make him there. You like scale and pig, you scale him straight. So suppose you blow first time member, you blow no look sawe, all some James Marapen, all the this squad blow no come here, all barabin place na mitla come member. Now this 11th parliament or first time member. Now kind something or kirab no barabin show or barabin miri query, you first time member, but you look sawe na talk oh please, me no blarim this kind passing member come. Me no stop liya na place and barab. Now that's all me come liya. Or brother blow me all two will come up member na people blown or looking some the nubla senis come up lo Papua New Guinea. Now all some heavy stuff me must support him. Now you know support him. Am I right? You may stop also. But you look at tomorrow loan order ba fix, tomorrow housing ba fix, tomorrow road ba fix, tomorrow school ba fix. But you may look at tomorrow and cash flow ba fix, tomorrow and ba you black karam nubla will come 1 million all man Mary or stop lo garape and ba fix. Man, 6 black Christmas you stop lo one up now. That's all you talk. Now but you start in agriculture. 6 plus Christmas you start lo where? You me kusai lo mak. This la something na mibla lucky also more people maki mibla na mibla come inside lo parliament. You blow member of parliament time scale you blad looks also you blow one can man some prime minister making decision na isi taso come no bong because you blow stop lab you blow na make him one plus something lo improving all the heavy come up lo country stabe. Em lili talk lo me. Na you blow la stop lab am right stop lab by him stop also. Thank you. Any?
You deliver the numbers tomorrow. What is the next step? That vote will be taken on the floor. There's going to be a vote for the Honorable James Marape or for me. If they want to, if the members of Parliament are happy and want the Honorable James Marape to continue, they'll vote for him. If they want to change, well, I'm the alternate. So it's up to the members to decide tomorrow. I think that's basically it.
Any other questions? Yes, at the back.
Continuously we have seen and heard about election reforms. Do we have a problem with elections in the country currently? So the next the alternate government main agenda would be election reforms. Thank you.
Well, basically, if you're Papua New Guinean, you should know our electoral, especially the elections, have always been corrupted. So we intend to fix that. And fixing that will take reforms and also look at people who are actually involved in managing the elections. For how long do we have to wait and see if these people actually corrupt the process? Every Papua New Guinean knows, right down to the village level, that there is corruption. Nobody's able to fix it. This government will fix it so that people can actually freely vote for their own candidate.
Okay, next one. Sorry, on to that. What actions are you looking at in trying to improve the election process in the country?
People by Rausim all Islam mania, same corrupt online istabia. You saw Lania by me Rausim all first thing. All right. And that's not only here in Mosby. Of course, you will see that right throughout the country. Many people know who the corrupt guys are, but they still are there. And we've got to make the critical decision to remove them. They're cancer in the whole system. So they have to go. And one of the other proposals that we're looking at is to ensure that we can have a reform where there's a board or committee oversighting the electoral commissioner, because he's now just the one independently is running the elections, and if he's influenced, the whole process is influenced.
So there'll be a complete revamp of the electoral process to ensure that there's one person, one vote, one count, by ensuring that there's a composite of manual and biometrics in the system, and this can happen immediately.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I've got only one question that is regarding the VONC motion tomorrow on the floor of Parliament. I can see that the only opening is the debate. And the code order is very clear that the Speaker must entertain debates from both sides of the House. In the event that the government tries to get the debate, what's your next plan of action? Thank you.
Well, basically, for the interest of the country, there must be a debate. It's a very important agenda for the country. Now, if they do have the numbers and following parliamentary process, want to certainly they'll show the country that this is the type of government that we are dealing with. They have to allow for debates, to show the people that they are worth continuing in office. We have to tell them why they shouldn't hold office for the next couple of years to 2027.
And just to further elucidate that point, the role of the opposition is to keep the executive government accountable in terms of how they're implementing public policy and then the outcomes that they're producing or not producing. In the last 6 years, we've seen that there's been a decline throughout society. And as the Honorable Dr. Lino said, you see this by dealing with the people. If you drive around Port Moresby in the evenings, you've got all these homeless people sleeping on the streets. Let's just get this right, in the richest Black Christian nation on planet Earth. My goodness. So this is what's happening around us. And the role of the opposition is to keep the executive government accountable. And that's what we will continue to do. They have to allow debate. The vote of no confidence demonstrates that democracy is alive and well. But then they have the numbers. You have the numbers. You can easily come on the floor and just defeat the process. But because of the undercurrents, because of the uncertainty, because even the Prime Minister know that they're not doing the right thing, they had to go and then amend Section 145 of the Constitution to prevent any further votes of no confidence. So, is this a dictatorship? Is this an autocratic regime? Is the Honourable James Marape a tyrant? If he's not, then why are you amending the laws and then creating all these other laws like the Anti-Terrorism Act to prevent assembly, to prevent freedom of speech, to prevent protest, to prevent dissent? If you're the people's choice and the people's champion and the people's leader, the people have rejected you. Members of Parliament need to wake up and then understand that the opposition will continue to hold them accountable. So on the floor of Parliament, they must allow debate and they must withstand public scrutiny. So that's what will happen tomorrow.
If it doesn't,
On your
you're going to
question,
press contempt charges against the speaker.
So
I was just saying that on your question, the speaker holds the key. Because the standing orders, which he is the chairman of, allows debate. Like he did, there was pressure on him last week for him to move the motion on that day, but thanks to the speaker, he said, no, the constitution allows for 7 days for the notice to be on the notice paper. So the speaker holds the key. We will demand to debate, but the speaker is the one that holds the key.
And from the Supreme Court orders, we still have the option of imposing sanctions under Section 23 of the Constitution for the members of the PBC, the Speaker himself, and the Deputy Speaker, and that's still something that's still there and available to the opposition. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, so just
Yes.
confirm your numbers.
Numbers at the moment, 19. So there's 19 members in opposition right now. That means that in order to effectively move a vote of no confidence tomorrow, we will need 37 members from the government side. And like the Honourable Keith Idahu and Grand Chief Sir Peter Ipatas alluded to, this was already confirmed by members of the coalition. Not the opposition, coalition. Last year, when the Honourable Sir Peter Ipatas became the nominee. Not the opposition, the coalition. And things have gotten worse in the last 6 months. So we asked them to kindly review their position and make the right decision for the people of Papua New Guinea tomorrow. Thank you. Any other questions? Yeah?
Yeah, last one for myself. So the opposition for the whole of last year has been talking about should you be given a mandate. One of the key things that you guys have been looking to amend the 95 reforms. My question to the alternative government is, should you be given the mandate, how will you go about looking at the 95 reforms and repeating a number of those?
Well, I think in a nutshell, and to answer your question, briefly, it'll have to be a reversion to the 1995 the law as it was. And I understand with the discussions, we'll have a look at the tweaking of the composition of the provincial government and give it greater autonomy. All provincial governments should have greater autonomy and have block grants and to implement their own vision and the plans for their respective provinces. And that's the way it initially was, as a different form. I hope that answers your question.
So basically, it's to make sure that provinces, we develop the nation province by province.
Province by province, block by block.
Yeah. So we decentralize the whole system and make sure that more powers are given to the provinces.
I have a question from ABC for Sir Peter. If you do become Prime Minister, what would your position be on PNG's security relationship with Australia?
Well, PNG and Australia better, very good relationship. And in fact, they were our colonial administrators, and obviously, the two countries have ongoing security arrangements, but we don't intend to change that.
Any other questions?
Sorry, the last one. The central government is having one media conference about the same thing. So, have you guys been informed about it?
Yes, we all had breakfast together.
You know what it's going to talk about?
Well, you'll find out.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.